Well, only one thing to do.
The shards can put this disease in remission, but there's only one cure. We need to finish what we started.
Man, this place is a dump. Maybe some more gods will help
Seems the
that out.
gods recommended this place to all their friends.
This one's annoying. This one's really annoying. I don't want this to be hard. I don't care if I'm a baby.
Now all we need is one last shard.
Alright. Oh, I got a lot.
The Mercy. The windbags ain't the only beast that drew a bad lot. The Skippers delivered us from the motherland. The Conscience. We haven't lost everything, long as we have that. The Sanctuary. If we can build, we can rebuild.
Alright, I think I might go for this one next. Just because I need more gold before I want to progress. I don't really want to advance
Sometimes
the
I want to
story
ask
just
you,
yet.
why do any of this? But truth is, I don't want to know.
Oh, that's a little depressing. Nothing new. No, I'll go for stab synth. That'll actually be
Stab
helpful in
synth
this
is like
area.
drinking a cool breeze. Just don't go spitting needles everywhere.
I feel like if something like that existed, it would probably be like among the worst possible things you could ingest.
Takes a careful touch to
Need
rattle
one
those
more little
bones
skull
like
guy.
that.
Oh, do you know where little skull guys are? Inside the skull guy fort. That's true. Well, cracky.
He put some finishing touches on the business end of that thing.
Well, if you are watching this for the plot, for which I would not blame you because this game has pretty fantastic plots, I'm sorry that things are probably about to get a little dumpy because I'm gonna go for as many of the, proving grounds as I can right now because, well, I want them done.
That border's gonna leave a lasting impression.
I want at least 100%. Kind of. Bullets cause knockback. Why wouldn't bullets cause knockback in the first place?
That's the way to make every shot count.
I forget was the...
Even the army never issued carbines in such fine shape. It's no longer a weapon. It's a precision instrument.
I don't even know what I'm trying to do anymore. I'm done with the scrap musket, so I don't really need to worry about upgrading it. Oh, well, there we go. Gotten into a little bit of feedback loop.
The inspiration. A forge can fashion anything.
That's just gonna happen with time. I can take a stab at part of that right now. Oh, did I just do all of it? That's possible. Yes, it is. Okay, well that's fun.
The service. For all the men
I
and
think
women who
that
serve
paid for
Celandia.
itself. I have a lot of new toys to play with, don't I? Oh, did I do the thing where I picked the burning carousel, then didn't use it in the level at all? Whoops.
The Ura swooped down from the east. At least now we know the way.
So, yeah, there's the next level. Don't think I'm good enough for that just yet. You know what, this one's actually pretty interesting. I'll show
Grady
it.
Incinerators, where we sent off all our trash to be burned or be eaten by the wilds.
This one I always have an easy time getting second in, and I like only got first once. Although I guess normally you'd only get
Welcome to
first
Grady
once.
Incinerator,
Any of them.
home of the hottest wings east of Celandia. In all seriousness, the incinerator was a dump, and it had a problem with peckers.
Yeah, that happens to
Blasted
me
things would swoop in and spread
sometimes.
trash all around. Until we started using fire. We couldn't just torch them all at once. We had to use restraint.
Restraint. Oh well, I got that thing, so it's not totally worthless. I feel like there's 4 area. Wait. Oh. Well, Stab Synth
More
is a
than any other
hero.
way to teach those peckers some respect.
That's a good prize. Yeah, I don't know how obvious it was, but every time I got hit, I was shooting spikes out and they were killing things. I didn't realize that. That's a good trick. Alright, well, this might not be
Who
quite
knows why we fought so hard to defend our own trash?
might not be quite as dull as I thought it would be.
The cinders kept the city good and warm, made it thrive.
I only need one more and I'll get the big pile of gold. But really, surprisingly enough, the resources are what I need more than the actual treasure. This one still intimidates me.
Slinger Range is where the city's quickest pistoliers put themselves to the test.
I don't think it's a memorization thing, I think it's a reaction time thing, and I guess I thought I had a good reaction time, but...
You have to
maybe I
think
don't.
fast to survive the wilds, and none thought faster than the slingers. They could shoot their pistols with the speed of a machine.
Anyway, reasonably sure I'm gonna get at least third prize here, and that is good enough to upgrade this to max, which doesn't really help here very much, because it's a precision thing, not a do a lot of damage thing.
They knew just when to start shooting, and when to stop.
So you lose points if you keep shooting past that. And, oh, you can shift to lock onto targets, that's interesting.
Those pistols could spit out rounds just as quick as you could pull the trigger.
Yeah, so basically it's just a test. You can do it as fast as possible. Right now my accuracy is low enough that might be hurting it. And I can't even remember what all the different upgrades this gets are.
Learning to hold your fire can be its own challenge.
Yeah, that's like, oh, I need to do more damage or have more bullets or something. Ugh, yeah, that's... I keep thinking it's gonna go down after I exhaust my chamber. This is... pretty embarrassing. Pretty embarrassing. Not gonna lie. At least that time Okay, well at least I'm getting points each time. That's... Yeah, I'm really not sure what's happening here, because
The
sometimes...
slingers were much quicker than the average pistolier.
Sometimes it, brings down the
Well, even the
platforms under
slingers
the
weren't
dummy.
quick enough to escape the calamity.
Yeah, yeah. How about that? You all died in a Holocaust. That puts me on the moral high ground. That would
Takes
be
a
very
lot of
nice.
moving pieces to make a dependable sidearm.
That would be nice. Neither of these are particularly helpful.
That ought to give those dueling
And
pistols
I don't have
a
any
little
more.
extra kick.
Whoops. Probably shouldn't have spent that yet then. Okay, I'm actually done with a lot of these. I'm gonna... Oh, it always disorients me when you can't read the info anymore. Because normally you just can't do anything with
No
the
place
places
better
anymore.
than Trapper Shingle for learning to tread
But
light
these
and
places
shoot
that you can
straight.
visit multiple
Trappers had to
multiple
tread
times.
real carefully,
Blah, blah, blah.
else take a
Confusing.
nasty fall.
Anyway,
They train themselves by clearing out the
I would be
targets,
interested to see
while
someone who's
not
good enough at
clearing out
this
the
that they can
floor.
do it fairly without upgrading it all the way. Right now it's just tricky. It's by no means impossible, but I'm
Any
not going to
good
be able to get a
trapper
first
knows
prize.
never to take a step till the time is right.
Yeah, so the hard part here is you're not really on a strict timer, but the floor is falling underneath you, and you're going to waste time if you don't wait until you're out of ammo to walk ahead. I'm actually doing reasonably well for not being fully upgraded right now. But then it starts getting faster and you can't afford to spend quite as much time getting every last one, which is naturally going to lower your score. Nothing too exciting here. I might have talked it up a bit just because I had been trying it a lot and I never was able to do anything.
Expert trappers got something extra to give them an edge.
Okay, that's nice. At least I got something greasy. I love it when I get greasy things.
To think a rickety place like the Shingle survived, and so little else did.
It's almost as if it was put there for me to test all my weapons. Okay, and this gives you an
don't
idea.
want to know what he did to that thing, but believe me, it works.
I'd like to assume it was a necromantic ritual, but anyway, yes, bolts seek out foes, and if you're anything at all like me, the first thing you think is, well, did those really count as foes?
You never guess those
the little
things been
man's
to the
in the
wilds and
target
back.
test. And yes, the little man's in the target test most definitely count as foes. It's almost sad how easy it goes from being something that's like really challenging and nerve-wracking, like, oh no, I better stay ahead of the falling stairs, and then, oh no, this is really easy. Of course it does do that sometimes, which is a little off, but can usually manage. You just have to actually aim.
Best time to pick a new spot was when swapping magazines.
Yeah, it is pretty funny how they'll orbit if they're left to their own devices, but it's also funny how this was really hard at one point, and now it's basically be able to aim generally in a direction of things. This is actually a pretty good weapon in combat too, if you have all the upgrades.
Master trappers got what they needed for a better
Snooze dart.
The trappers would have been impressed with how the kid handled the Shingle.
By using what was probably dark magic? I guess it impresses me. Oh wow, I'm actually done with a lot of these. Not used to seeing that. That's
the scrapyard, where folks got to smash things and call it community service.
I feel like my first run through the game, this was the first one I really wanted to be able to do, and just
The city's unwanted
figure out a good
things all at
strategy.
their end in the yard.
I've done it twice now, but had been fully upgraded
Folks
both
who fouled up
times.
will do their time here, smashing things to bits.
Hopefully I'll be able to put on a good show at least.
The quicker they worked, the sooner they could go.
Yeah, so this is just a pretty strict time limit. It's the 57.
Folks learn to plant their feet.
Okay, that's
with their
gonna
backs
cost. That's
into it.
actually kind of funny how I stab Sin. Could do a targeted suicide strategy here. But the trick is both to have your hammer so
Others
powerful
with
it
a lot of
kills
cores
everything
to
in one hit,
navigate that sea of junk.
and to remember to roll because you're gonna break little things faster than with the hammer.
A good day smashing can feed a
cracky.
family for a week.
Cracky. And now just wait for that first prize readout to roll along. 27 seconds or less. It would be more impressive if I did that right there, but I want to upgrade the hammer anyway because I'm not sure how much I'm actually going to be using it as my weapon.
Ever want to just smash things for a while? You know where to go.
Incidentally, yeah, I did get the 7th one.
The dynasty. To the families of the city.
Gonna be done with that
All
one
reunited.
soon. I feel like you can get that one in the shooting gallery. That one you just have to use it. That one's pretty simple, especially against boss type creatures. And that one, maybe I'll do that to top off the recording session, although it is getting pretty big file right now. I don't want to lose it. No, that one's fine. Yeah, this one, that's probably better for actual attack, but this one's better
Now
than
the weight of the world behind us every swing.
I just actually read about the... You're definitely getting into some dark magic with these upper level things, because etching shouldn't really do that. I love
His bow's
penetration.
looking lean and mean like a prize fighter.
Just making that easier for whenever I try to get that. Alright. Wonder what's left in the lost and found. Excuse me. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. Oh, more gods, okay. And, wonder if damage or aiming speed's more important than that. I'm pretty sure just you have
Nothing
to
makes a gun so dangerous as a keen eye.
hit things. Now that I'm so far, I want to get the last one and something. Words. Okay, I should be able to do this here. Again, I'll cut out anything that isn't doing it.
Kid pays another visit to the scrapyard for old time's sake.
But, pretty confident I will be able to... Oh, I forgot, I fell off last time too. I would have easily gotten that if I hadn't
Worked too slow and all you got was a sore back.
Yeah, see, I took out that horseless carriage shed with one fell blow. That's the kind of stuff
Some
we need to
folks
be doing.
invested their earnings to forge even better hammers.
Oh, a little bit of advice there. Cracky. Okay, I think I finally got a good start. The key is you need to know what you can roll down in one hit, and you need to know what you need the hammer for, and alternate swinging the hammer and rolling through the things you can roll through. And although I didn't do it here, and it looks like I'm gonna succeed,
The strongest, fastest
you
folks
really shouldn't
burn
leave
more
anything
than their
behind in
fair
one
share.
area, because the split seconds between areas here do make all the difference when you're on a 27-second timer.
Kids worked the yard before, but that time it just plain destroyed it.
What do you think of that? That reminds me of the trash missions in Super Mario Galaxy. Okay, when am I gonna get my next pile of gold? I could... Oh, right. The best way to do that is to get critical, so I'm gonna switch that over now that I'm done with that. And I might take my what do they call him? Your old friend?
A sail
Oh,
hammer's
charge
only as
shots are
strong
also
as the
good.
spine. That's a strong spine.
That seems kind of important. Okay, what am I gonna use for my... Probably just something burnt. Actually, what still needs this? I'm gonna do the pipe now. Oh, I can use the bow. That would be... Of course... No, since there are gonna be a lot of enemies, probably be best to use the Fang Repeater. Okay. Trying to take out a pretty large amount of birds with one stone here, so forgive me if I'm a little confusing. Parasitic creatures. Voracious creatures. Oh, I should read that. I feel like Seeking Out would usually be better than Ricochet. And for my purposes, I think wider attack spread doesn't matter when you have... Again, doing more damage gives me a better chance of getting the tribute, so... Well, let's take a look at this little pipe here, shall we? Actually, let me go check I have this last one right. One shrine idol activated.
Think the gods are gonna help?
I'll do a more interesting one, I guess, since this is just combat.
Messiah, Garmuth, Javel, Hensa.
some reason I thought this was worth more than 5%. Maybe I'll just... This one's really annoying.
The gods never liked competing for people's affections.
This is probably a bad idea, I'm gonna die,
Your kid
but...
collapses after just one drag.
Win some, you don't win some. I'm gonna take out a pile of birds with
Only
a
good
stone
thing
here.
ever come out of the past is history.
And you get achievements for beating these with 5 idols on. How do I get things to start? There we go. Oh god! Too many things on
What was I
screen.
saying? Anyway.
I'm going to assume everything is terrible because of all the things and immediately give up.
Past don't matter.
Anyway, that's how the game becomes hard when you have idols on.
There's
I'm going
something you
to-
should know about the kid, but let me take it from the top.
Damn, I didn't want none on, I wanted one on. Whew. Okay, this is maybe narrowing in on embarrassing, terrible stuff. My apologies, my fondest apologies. I'm just going to do the ones that I know I can deal with, which is the making a little poo bomb when they die, and try again.
Kid takes another drag, goes out like a light.
I got some updokes for that.
Ever tell you how the kid got himself wrapped up in this mess to begin with?
I did not know that there were different things said each time. Oh, I didn't want the pool on. I think I'll be able to survive that though. Ah, it's just really... Yeah, it's that foes attack with greater veracity. That's... ugh. Not a good
Past catches
thing
up with
for
the
foes
kid.
to attack with
Hardly had
greater
a moment's
of...
rest since all this started.
Don't care about these. Oh yeah, that's the new charge attack I put on my hammer. I don't know if I actively mentioned that. But I like it.
Fair to say he's led a hard life. Supposing what he says in his sleep ain't no lie.
Okay, I think it's finally calming down and stopping being really laggy. No, it isn't. I'm sorry if the frame rate on this is abysmal. I might have to... It's either because it's been going for an hour and a half, or just because of all the weird colors and enemies here.
Frail thing with pure white hair like his.
I feel like health potions are supposed to spawn.
Having his mama's hair did the kid no favors while he was growing up. But he learned to hold his own out there.
Just something about this. It's probably... I don't even know what it's
School
probably.
ain't working out, so the kid
Embarrassing
signs
is
up
what
for
it
a
is.
turn on the rippling walls.
Oh,
Make his
yeah,
mama
the
some money.
health was hiding from me. Bust that open. Yeah, these teeth are actually really helpful.
Thanks to folks like the kid, the walls kept Ceylondia safe from whatever's
Anyway, if you
out
haven't
there.
gotten the gist of those things
The
at the
elements,
bottom,
the earth,
uh,
name it.
it's basically endurance, where the longer you survive, the more story you get. I think it's a pretty good way to do storytelling through the gameplay and everything. And I have not died here yet, so I guess that's a good sign.
Once the kid done his time, he hurried on home.
would like to
Turns out his
gain
mama's
back,
time was done too.
Yeah, we got Brutus, Goofus, and Gallant and their crazy uncle. Oh right, this is what that fancy thing does. it keeps them in place, which really doesn't help very much with melee guys, but, well, okay, yes it does, and it's obviously making that guy a lot easier. There we go, the masons. And let's see, can I guess how... Damn it.
The city
Let's
had
finish
nothing
him
for
off.
him. The money
The
he'd been
big ol'
sending home
achievement
was
be the
nowhere
belle
to
of
be
the ball.
found either.
Yeah, these big guys are really annoying when they're red and angry and powered up by the bull. Luckily, I'm also really annoying when I'm cheating and overpowering myself with...
So what the kid
if the
do?
frame rate's bad for
Why,
me, I
went
can't
right on
imagine
back to
how
the walls for another 5
terrible it
years.
must be. God, everything looks terrible. What is going on here? And
What was I saying? Anyway,
sometimes these just don't work, which might be a real thing
in
when
the
there's so
history
many
of
enemies on screen, but
Celandia,
still
nobody has
disheartening.
ever volunteered for a second shift on the walls.
I'm gonna guess it's just because I've been recording for like an hour and 40 minutes now. That was probably a bad call. Ah, come on. Cut me some slacks. On the plus side, I'm still getting literally piles of gold every time I crack
Out
one of
there,
these.
kid learned to fend for himself. Learn to build.
Yeah, it really
Learn
isn't
to
that
break.
impressive. What did I... Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's what I was hoping would happen. I guess either way, I'm accomplishing something.
In time, the kid earned good standing
I
with the
feel like I
marshals.
don't need to
They
heal
trusted
yet.
him to scout out farther than anybody.
That's like a bad thing to say when a stray hit could easily end this whole big pile of fun, but yeah, whatever, I'll just choke down the... No, I do have to say the vengeance and defeat makes the popcorn machines pretty annoying. Because you have to be rolling away from them, whereas normally it's a pretty simple thing. Like how I've just been ignoring my hammer since I realized my bone pistol was imbalanced.
One night, on one of his expeditions,
It doesn't
the
make
ground
me
beneath
happy
him
when I
shuddered,
get two of my...
cracked, and split apart.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry if I'm really way more caught up in my recording quality than the story, but hopefully you can still get a good idea of that by, like, reading the screen, unless the recording's just impossibly screwed
nothing
up forever.
where the world used to be. The calamity happened just like that. All the kid had to work with was his hammer and the clothes on
I
his
don't know why I
back.
stopped talking there. I think I'm both pessimistic that I'm gonna, like, lose all this recording and freaking out that I'm gonna die and waste all this time. It looks like I'm pretty close to the end with a decent amount of health left. And I guess it'll be a little less exciting, but
Through
I will
twisted
turn off
streets,
the
he ran with nothing
shrine.
but the city crest.
Because it
and
is
an
very
old
possible to
stranger's
beat
voice
these
to
with all
guide
the
him.
shrines on, of course, but that's more of a level 10 thing than a barely level 5 thing, in my opinion. Oh man, it's Goofus, Gallant, and Grievous, and they're breaking everything. Cracky. And they're Aunt. So I always pronounce Aunt Ant, and people who say Aunt, or not people who say Aunt, but the act of saying Aunt confuses me, because I don't normally pronounce U's because I'm American. That's all. I don't really have anywhere to go with that. I guess it's also slightly
Well, he
hypocritical
finally
to complain
arrived
about
at
that when I was the
Celandia's
one who
vaulted
said
safe
Aunt.
haven. He and no one else.
Oh my god, I'm so totally gonna die by falling through all of the freaking holes that Gordon and Gravy put in here. Oh. No. No. No! Ah, these red ones are terrible. What the heck?
But then, all they got was more thankless work from a man who ain't even asked his
Oh,
name.
self-depreciating. I still like you, Rocks. I still like you even though I'm drinking, not drinking, smoking pipe of a man who tried to kill us and killed my pets and, or well, instructed an attack on my pets and I'm presumably underage to smoke because my name is the Kid.
Sure, I may be the one who dreamt up the walls and the Bastion, but the Kid made 'em real, not me.
And the final boss is this old sucker, which is not going to get the best of me after all this time. Cracky, it's dramatic in here. And did I win?
I'd like to say I'll never forget him, or what he's doing, what he's done. I surely would.
So why not, you asshole, is what you're surely saying. Again, all will become clear in time.